What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all of you are having a great day. I am so pissed because I am like growing a pimple right here. I swear, I have like sensitive skin. Like, I think it's the sodas that I drink and stuff like that. That's why I'm trying to cut back on this shit because I'm getting pimples. I hate pimples. Oh my God, I hate them. Ever since when I was 13, that's when they really came in. Hate them. Oh my God, can this summer please be over? Like, I'm done with the summer. It is too hot. But a lot of kids and a lot of people are so pissed that they gotta go back to school. I seen this little kid in the store and he was so mad he had to go to school the next day. He like threw a tantrum in the store, told me he didn't want to go to school. I was like, wow, I remember them days. I'm 20 now, but I remember them days when I was in school. I used to hate it. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but it is what it is. I have some news. I don't know if y'all heard about this. I forgot what website I read it on. I read it this morning. Kimberly McCullough. Remember how before I told you that she was coming back to wrap up her storyline and then they were going to drop her to recurring status? Apparently that's not the case anymore. Apparently she's coming back this fall and she's officially signed a brand new contract. I don't know how long the contract is, but I know she's coming back as a contract character. I love it and I don't like it at the same time because we got too many characters on the show to be adding somebody new. Well, not really new, but to be adding somebody back to the show under a contract is too much. General Hospital already got 53 characters. It's too much. Way too much. We need to cut the cast. We need to cut the cast. It's just time to cut it. But I like Robin. Don't get me wrong. I like Robin Scorpio, but I got my episodes of her that I don't like. It's just like, it's certain personality traits that she got that I just don't like. She just annoys me sometimes, but sometimes I love her. And some, it's like a love-hate type thing, but it's not really hate. It's just love and dislike. She got her moments where she just get on my nerves. Definitely when she was pregnant with Emma, like during her pregnancy with Emma, she just annoyed the shit out of me. Like the way she was just playing, games with Patrick, it just annoyed me. But anyway, I just hope they hurry up and wrap up her goddamn story. I'm ready. This episode today was weird. I mean, it was cuckoo weird and it was good at the same time. The Connie scene, that was good. That's what I really wanted to talk about. AJ, that fool was having a hallucination. He hallucinated that he saw that Michael came into the house and told him to put the gun in his mouth and shoot his brains out, just kill himself, end his miserable life. But it was a hallucination. It wasn't really Michael because, mind you, AJ's drunk. So then he has a hallucination about Sonny. So Michael and Sonny are sitting on the couch cheesing like Cheshire cats, and I was loving it. After what AJ's been saying to Elizabeth and what he's been doing lately, I'm loving that hallucination that he's having because majority of it is true. So Michael and Sonny, the hallucinations, were sitting on the couch and they were laughing and stuff like that. And Michael was saying that Sonny was his real father. AJ's nothing to him. I was loving it. I was so loving it because you know what? More and more I get blood wise. Michael is a Quartermain, but now I'm really starting to see him more as a Corinthos now. I really don't want him to be AJ's child. I really don't. And now I see why Carly and Jason did what they did all those years ago. Now I see why they kept Michael away from him. And everything they said about him was true because I'm pretty sure if Jason kept Michael away from AJ, there was a good reason for it because Jason already know he would never keep nobody child away from him if not for a good reason. Mind you, he kept his own child away from him. He kept Jake away from him because his life was too damn dangerous. People don't understand something because so many people say, oh, you can get out of the mob whenever you want. It's not that easy getting out the mob. Sonny tried it. His enemies came at him. It ain't that easy. You can get out the mob all you want. It makes you more vulnerable when you get out the mob because you don't got that backup no more. You don't got the guards. You don't got nothing. So it's easy access to you. they're going to kill you for sure. So even if Jason did get out the mob, he still had enemies that would have wanted him dead. So it don't matter. So once you're in the mob, it's like you're in the mob. You're in it for the long haul. And that's the way the mob works, unless you go to prison. So anyway, now I really do understand why Jason did what the fuck he did, because AJ ain't nothing but a spineless punk. All he do is play victim. And I was loving the way Michael and Sonny were just sitting on the couch laughing at him, calling him pathetic and miserable and a loser and a drunk and pathetic. I was loving it because it's all true. I tried to give AJ the benefit of the doubt when he came back. I felt sorry for him when he came back. But now I see why Carly and Jason and Sonny did what the fuck they did. Because look at him. He's only been back in town not even a full year yet, and look at him. He's already on a downward spiral. Drinking again, and then it didn't even take that long to get him drunk. So what if you lost ELQ? Bitch, pick up the pieces and move on with your life. That you know what I mean? Like, come on, slipping off the wagon. I know addiction ain't easy. It's a hard fucking thing to get over. I get that. To be sober and stuff. I understand that. But this is a situation where he could have easily got ELQ back had he had a brain and thought. Obviously, he could have challenged Ava in her proxy. He easily could have went to the hospital and got Franco on his side after Franco woke up. Because now Franco's pissed at Ava. Now would be the time to get his 10% to support you. Easily putting you back in the CEO's chair. You chose not to do that. You chose to go drink and act stupid, so that's your own fault. You didn't want to fight for ELQ. You rather get a gun and try to go shoot somebody like a dumbass. So it's your fault. I don't feel sorry. So then he had a hallucination about Connie. Connie come up in there with her red dress looking like she was just gorgeous. Taunting him and stuff like that, calling him a loser, telling her that, if it wasn't for his screw up at ELQ, she would have lost her career. So she's, and Michael and Sonny was sitting there applauding her and stuff like that. That shit was just too funny. And then AJ pointed the gun at Connie and she grabbed the gun and put it down. It was like just what I thought. So her and Sonny and Michael were walking towards the back door, towards the terrace doors and stuff. And she told Michael and Sonny to let's go so they can go get some ice cream like a big happy family. That shit was just too funny. The way Michael, Sonny, and Connie were just cheesing like Cheshire cats. That shit was just too funny. AJ deserved it. So, anyway, that whole scene just had me rolling. Anyway, Maxie had an out-of-body experience. For some reason, I like when people have out-of-body experiences. But she was having an out-of-body experience and stuff like that. And Georgie came and stuff like that, to talk to her and kind of show her what life could be like. Try to put some sense into her head. Because Maxie was talking about just dying. Maxie wanted to die. Because she felt if she died, Dante and Lulu could keep the baby. And nobody would ever have to know the truth. So when Spinelli was talking to Ellie, Georgie showed Maxie, she brought Maxie to where Spinelli and Ellie were talking, and Ellie was about to tell Spinelli the truth. And Georgie was telling Maxie that even if you die, there's another person that knows the truth, which is Ellie. But mind you, there's two other people that know the truth, Ellie and Britt. So your secret ain't always going to stay secret, even if you're dead. And I feel like Maxie was, just dumb. So she tried to interrupt the conversation, but I'm like, you're not there. You're like a ghost right now. You're a spirit. So you can't interrupt their conversation. She tried to stop her from talking. And she tried to get Georgie to stop Ellie from telling the truth. But Ellie got a phone call from Brad about the test results for Sam and the baby and stuff, for the donor. So she had to go. And then, Mac and Felicia was wondering what was going on with Maxie and stuff like that, because they haven't heard nothing. And Georgie was trying to tell Maxie, look at what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, if you die, what about Mac and Felicia? How do you think this is going to make them feel? They already lost Georgie. They can't afford to lose Maxie too. And Maxie talking about, they're going to be all right. It's just one less screw up. Maxie is just so selfish. By you wanting to end your life, You're being selfish to the people on the earth that give a fuck about you. And there's plenty of people in that town that care about you. And you're being selfish to them. You're really being selfish, especially to Mac and Felicia. Especially Mac. He's the one that raised you. And you're just going to give up and die. And on his wedding day, no less. I mean, dude just remarried your mother and you're going to die on the night that he married your mother? That's really harsh. That's a harsh thing to do. So Mac and Felicia was sitting there or whatever, and Georgie had kissed Mac and Felicia on the cheek. Of course, they can't see her, but they felt something on their face. They felt it. And that's when the doctor came out, I guess, to give them the news about Maxie and her condition. So when Connie went to go see Julian, she overheard Julian say Julian on the phone, and he was calling Ava. She was wondering what was going on, but he covered his tracks and said that Julian was some artist or whatever, because, you know, his cover story is that he's trying to buy art from Ava. So Connie wanted Julian to go to the hospital and tell Sonny that printing the story, that Connie tried to stop him from printing the story but couldn't. So Julian agreed to do it. But Julian told her he don't know why she's chasing after Sonny or whatever. So he left, and she was looking at a picture of her and Sonny, and then she put it on the desk, and that's when the computer screen opened up, and she seen that Julian was looking up Sonny's coffee business on the computer. You know, looking at his financials and stuff like that for the coffee business. And she was wondering why was Julian so interested in Sonny. And that's when she was having a flashback and thinking about all the stuff that Sonny told her about the Jerome family. About Victor and the fact that he had daughters, you know, that he had Olivia, he had other kids. Olivia and Julian and stuff like that. So then she remembered Julian as in Julian Jerome. So now she put the pieces together and she know who he is now. And she tried to call and warn Sonny, but when she turned around, this asshole AJ was standing there with a gun pointed at her. Son of a bitch. I'm just done with AJ. I'm sorry. I tried to give him a second chance. I thought he really changed and grew up, but he hasn't. So get that piece of trash off this show. If you want to get rid of somebody, get rid of that bastard. Because what he said to Elizabeth yesterday was just out of line. Like, seriously, come on now. You really gonna blame her for Jake's death? Are you serious? That, like I said yesterday, that shit could happen to anybody who got kids, especially when you got more than one child in the house and you obviously are busy with other kids. Accidents happen. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? She didn't want to hurt. She would never hurt her kids. So Elizabeth was at her house, and Kim had came downstairs and was talking to her about AJ. You know, he was supposed to take AJ was supposed to take Cameron and Aiden sailing and stuff like that. So him and Elizabeth were supposed to Kim and Elizabeth and Aiden were supposed to go to the movies tomorrow, and he wanted to know if AJ could make it, but she said no. Maybe next time. And you know, I like to see Elizabeth with her kids though. I think that's what we need to see more of. I really feel like they need to change Elizabeth. You know, stop making her out to be a whore. Stop making her out to be this type of character. Have her more focused on her job. Have her more focused on her kids. Something other than being with a guy or being pregnant or something. Have her focus on her. That's what they need to do with Elizabeth. Because I feel like they just keep doing the same storyline with Elizabeth, and it's making her look like a weak ass character. Like, you know, just the same thing. And it's making a lot of people just not give a damn about the character. You know what I'm saying? So she was just thinking about, you know, looking at a picture of Jake and thinking about what AJ said to her. And Michael came over and she told him that she found him drunk at the Floating Rib. And she called him a cab home, and then she told Michael about what he said about Jake. And you know, Michael got on the phone and called the cab company, and the cab company told him that they took AJ to the mansion. So he told Elizabeth that he's not trying to make excuses for AJ, but she should, think about giving him another chance, because AJ, he's going to kick him. He's going to hate himself in the morning for it. Personally, AJ don't deserve another chance, because that was a fucking low blow. You don't bring up somebody's dead child who died 2 years ago. You don't bring that up and try to make it out to be their fault that their child is dead. That's an ugly fucking thing to do, and that shows that you are less of a person to do something like that. You are bottom of the barrel to do some shit like that. Come on now, that's ugly. You don't throw that shit in her face. I don't care what Elizabeth did. Hate her, love her, I don't care. She didn't deserve that. Come on now. And whoever thinks she does, you're cold. I understand it's a show, it's just a character, but that's some cold shit. And this is a storyline. This is dialogue that can happen to anybody in real life. You come on now. That's just cold. So anyway, it was good to see Sam and Alexis today. It was real good to see them. So everybody's at the hospital, Dante and Lulu are happy about the new baby. They haven't given the baby a name yet. Sonny and Luke are competing to see who's going to be the best grandfather. That shit was too funny when Luke and Sonny was standing there with their cigars, and Sonny was saying how the baby going to enjoy his island, and Luke was saying how the baby's going to enjoy, traveling the world with him. He going to take the baby ice fishing or something. So, they smoking on their cigars, and it was just a fun moment. Dante and Sonny, their relationship has come a long way from 3 years ago. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So it's good to see them in this light, hugging, and Sonny telling them how great it is to be a father. That's the best thing that you're ever gonna do, even though it's a difficult thing. So Luke and Laura, they wanted to leave because Luke has to go find a cure and Laura has to go talk to Scotty. Sonny was trying to call Michael to tell him that he's an uncle legally, even though the baby ain't biologically theirs. And Dante and Lulu let Spinelli hold the baby, even though he was holding his daughter. Ellie finally told Spinelli the fucking truth about the baby, but I know it's gonna blow up in that bitch face because that's what she get. She should have been told him. Even though it probably wasn't her secret to tell. Maxie should have really told him. But I know Spinelli is going to be pissed, and he has every right. So, Sonny and Olivia were at the elevator and stuff. Julian Jerome, aka Derek Wells, comes out the elevator, greets Sonny and Connie, and tells Sonny that he shouldn't give up on Connie because she's a good woman. But Sonny was looking at him like he got this vibe already that he don't like him. And you would be right. So they're in the elevator and Olivia gets this vision and she sees the damn dog again on the wall of the elevator. The test results came back for Danny and it's proven that Derek Wells, aka Julian Jerome, is the donor match. Sam and Alexis were happy and, they told Julian he was a match. So, thank God. Finally getting some Sam scenes with her father. It's about time. Because I felt like they put the Sam storyline on the back burner because of all this other shit that was going on. But it's about time. So anyway, I hope all you have a great day. I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a great day.